A successful cybersecurity founder attends her father's elite law firm gala only to be treated as irrelevant. When the gala live streams a national cybersecurity award ceremony, the whole room discovers she's one of the industry's top innovators. The firm and her father realize her worth too late. She asserts boundaries, walks away, and months later they begin slowly rebuilding a genuine relationship on respect, not pride. The badge felt heavier than it looked. Maya Patel, tech assistance. It dangled against my dress like a punchline. $1,000 gown, tailored 2 weeks ago, and somehow the plastic rectangle decided my worth the moment I stepped inside. A chandelier glittered above the ballroom like a crown meant for someone else. Lawyers glided across marble floors, silk dresses whispered wealth, crystal glasses clinked with victory. This entire room breathed the language of legacy. My legacy? She does something with computers. A passing waitress slowed. Staff entrance is that way, miss. I smiled politely. Guest. The confusion on her face stung sharper than her words. Not her fault. My tag did the talking. I spotted my father near the stage, laughing with men who measured power by billable hours. His suit fit like success had been tailored to him since birth. He waved me over, smiling that political host smile. A smile used on donors and golf buddies, not daughters. This is Maya, he announced as I approached. She's in tech support. My pulse thudded. Tech support. In a room full of decision-makers, power brokers, the people whose companies I protected quietly from billion-dollar threats, I was reduced to the girl who fixed printers. Nice, a partner murmured, eyes already drifting elsewhere. A tiny humiliation. Delivered casually. Felt deeply. He didn't ask about the San Francisco event tomorrow. Didn't ask about my speech. Didn't even seem to remember I left MIT with more than a degree. I left with a mission. I swallowed the sting and smiled the polite daughter smile. The one I'd perfected at 14. I'll find my seat. It was, of course, in a corner. By the time I sat down, my phone buzzed. James Chin, proud of you already. Tomorrow is big. I typed a response, then paused. Tomorrow, the world would know. Tonight, I still belonged in shadows. Name badge wrong. Value unseen. Family blind. A slow breath. Shoulders back. Eyes high. Let them underestimate me. It makes the reveal sweeter. I looked at the badge one last time. A future trophy disguised as an insult. Tonight, I walk quietly. Tomorrow, they learn who walks among them. Dinner began like every gala dinner begins. Silver cutlery, polished speeches, polite ambition wrapped in satin and ego. The non-lawyer table carried the warmth of accidental camaraderie. A paralegal. A junior auditor. Someone's cousin who looked like he'd rather be gaming at home. We traded tight smiles and small talk like emotional currency. Tonight, we existed on the outskirts of prestige. On stage, applause echoed for partners closing mergers worth more money than most families see in generations. Pride swaggered through the room with expensive shoes. Halfway through the salad course, Amanda Walsh appeared like a chess piece in motion. Tailored, fearless, the kind of woman whose mere presence shifted power dynamics. She sat next to me without asking. I see they've put you with the mortals. I exhaled a laugh. It's tradition. She glanced at my badge. Tradition or blindness? A bit of both. Her expression softened. Tomorrow's broadcast is a big moment. My forehead creased. You know about it? You think the legal world hasn't noticed cybersecurity becoming oxygen? She sipped her wine. Some breathe early. Others choke later. Her gaze slid toward the partners' table. Some prefer choking. A slow tension curled in my stomach. I wasn't alone. Someone in this polished world saw me. Validated me without needing the televised proof. You ready? She asked. Ready, I lied. Because readiness isn't confidence. It's walking forward even when your name card thinks you shouldn't be here. Amanda stood. Enjoy the show, Maya. Tonight is poetry. Lights dimmed. Conversations fell like dominoes. The managing partner strode on stage, voice booming confidence that didn't quite reach his eyes. We'll be streaming the National Cybersecurity Innovation Awards. I froze. Fork midair. Breath caught. Oh, they had no idea. A screen descended. The San Francisco ballroom appeared, glittering with tech visionaries, engineers, innovators. My world. The one I built. The one that valued me. The host appeared on screen. Cheers thundered through the feed. Tonight we honor the future builders keeping our world safe. The room around me shifted. Lawyers leaned in, suddenly students in a class they didn't know they needed. James Chin took the stage. Commanding. Respected. A man whose words could tilt reputations. Legal breaches rose 270% this year. One company prevented more than $500 million in damages. Whispers sparked. Secure its systems. My father's posture stiffened. Heads turned. He blinked, confused, searching. A clip cut to a podium. A woman stood behind it. I stood behind it. Camera zoom. My face filled the ballroom. Gasps. Murmurs. Eyes widened. No badge could shrink this moment. James' voice thundered. Maya Patel has revolutionized legal security. Silence swallowed the room. My father stared at me like he was seeing a stranger. A stranger who suddenly mattered. His voice cracked across the room. Maya? For the first time tonight, everyone looked at me. Not as support. As the storm. The live speech rolled. Quantum systems. Threat vectors. My recorded voice sliced through ignorance like silk over steel. I didn't speak to impress them. I spoke to protect industries they didn't even realize sat on the edge of collapse. When the broadcast paused for awards, applause erupted not here, but in San Francisco. Here, there was only stunned breathing and bitter regret. My father walked toward me. Step slow. Pride leaking out with each one like a wound opening. Maya, why didn't you tell me? Every version of that question echoed across cultures. Why didn't you announce success in the language we respect? Why didn't you become what we wanted first? I did tell you, I said softly. You heard what you preferred. Partners approached. Desperate smiles. Outstretched hands. We'd love to work together. Our firm, Amanda, materialized beside them like poetic justice. Your firm lost that chance. Silence slammed down harder than applause ever could. A lifetime of being talked over condensed into one exquisite, painful, liberating breath. Tonight wasn't revenge. It was revelation. And revelation is harsher than punishment. My father reached for my hand like a man grabbing the past before it dissolved. Maya, please. We can fix this. We're family. Family. The word that often meant obedience before identity. I stepped back, heart steady, voice calm. Family listens. Family asks. Family sees. His face trembled. I'm proud of you. Only now. Only when the world applauded. Recognition after revelation is not pride. It is panic dressed as admiration. Dad, I murmured, you don't get to meet me only after they clap. A hush fell. Partners pretending not to eavesdrop leaned closer. I held up my badge like a verdict. You taught the world my title before I ever could. It swung between us like a broken bridge. I'm leaving. He grabbed air. Not me. Just air. Maya. No, a whisper firm enough to cut marble. Earn your relationship. Like everyone else. I walked through gold halls toward the exit. No applause. No music. Just dignity. Real power never needs noise. For 6 months, silence stretched not cold, just aware. He called. I answered rarely. He visited. I allowed occasionally. Growth breathes slow. Respect grows roots before flowers. Love isn't owed. It's re-earned. One afternoon, an email arrived. Subject: thought of you, an article attached. AI-driven legal intelligence. Message: this sounded like the work you're shaping. How do you think this connects to your cybersecurity model? A question. Not advice. Not judgment. Curiosity. He was learning my language. That evening, I called him. We talked like people building a house from foundation, not ruins. Not forgiveness. Foundation. At the end, he whispered, tell me more. For once, I wasn't a daughter seeking approval. I was a woman being understood. Success didn't change my family. Respect did. Time did. Boundaries did. Some victories are trophies. Some are quiet calls at sunset. Mine was both. And this time, no one mislabeled me on entry.